Hello, we're back. Another edition of How to Bloke. This is part 2. Come over here. Part 2. Now, as you know, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this vibration thing I've been on about. What's happened so far? Part 1, you've probably seen that if you've watched it. If not, I'll leave the link below in the description. We've changed this dog bone mounting here. And the mounting, the engine mounting that's underneath the gearbox down there by the gear stick underneath the car. Okay, you can't see it. Now, what's happened is I've been unhappy with the results. The results have been quite good, worth 150 euros that I spent. But they're not perfect. You know, some other thing is wrong. So I took it back earlier this week. And I was moaning at them, saying that they said there's 2 mechanics there. They weren't young people, young chappies. They looked like they'd been doing the job for some time. And I said, look, I'm not happy. It's helped a lot, but the vibration is still there. So they tested it again with me being there, and they said, well, you know, we would be happy with that. They would be happy with that. They wouldn't suggest that there is anything wrong with it. So I said, well, I said, never used to be this kind of vibratory, rattly, you know, stuff. And they sort of, you know, they sort of said, well, if you want to go ahead and change them, the other 2, then you know, you can. But in their opinion, they didn't think it was necessary. Yes, the first 2, in other words, that dog bone down, the way it down there, the one underneath, sure, but not the other 2. Now the other 2, let me show you, is this one here. Now this is where the valve timing distribution belt is. It sits there on the pulleys. So we're going to take those off there, and that off there, and change this mounting here. So that's what's going to happen next week, early next week. Okay, so that we're going to be changed, and we're going to come back and we're going to test it again and see if it made any difference. It should.
Did they say if it was a clutch or anything?
No, they tested the clutch. They said there's nothing wrong with the clutch at all.
Because you said it could be as well.
Yeah, I thought it could be the clutch. I thought it could be the clutch. It's like a sticking clutch plate. Like it kind of does that before it actually is smooth in its operation. So it's not smooth. It's doing this business. But I don't know. Anyway, so going back to this mounting here. Now, I'm given to believe that this mounting here is important. It's more expensive. There's one other one down there, the gearbox one. Now the gearbox one, you can't see it too well. You have to take the battery off and the battery tray and everything else. So I haven't actually seen it yet. But they said it was all right. They had a look at it. Anyway. Apparently this one, for some reason, I'm only changing this bit of it and that, not this. This is quite expensive. This is almost twice the price of that one. So what I'm saying is, we've done the dog bone, we've done the one underneath. Now we're going to do this one and see how it goes. And if necessary, we'll have to do the other one as well. But we'll see. Now, one of the things it could be a loose bracket on the motor mounting point. You see, one of these bolts here, for example, might be broken or loose. Now I had that on a brand new car once. I bought a brand new car, a Bilingo, and it happened on that. So it could be, but I've had a look as best I can. That's not the case. I think it's wear and tear. Nothing is broken as far as I can tell. So anyway, we'll give it a go, and I'll come back and I'll report once this has been changed, and you'll see what's happened. Okay, until then. Hello and welcome back to another How to Bloke. As promised, part 2 of this engine vibration saga. This is a Renault Scenic 3, Phase 3, Mark 3, Grand Scenic, a big one, a long one. And in part 1, I talked about changing the 2 out of the 4 engine mountings, the one here and the one down underneath the car by the gear stick. Today I've had another engine mounting change. So that's 3 out of the 4. And the one I've changed is the top one, the big top one, which we'll look at in a minute. What I haven't changed is the gearbox one. So there's, out of the 4, I've changed the 3. Okay, and I've got some good news. So back in a moment. Okay, we're back. Now remember this one, the dog bone one was here. That was changed. It just sits in there like that. And that one was worn, as you can see. Look at that. This one, that one there goes that way round, or is it that way round? Not sure. I think it's that way round, and that goes underneath the car. I'm round about where the gear stick is there. Now, there's an engine mounting here as well. That was changed today. Now this is the old one here. You can see that. Now the reason I got this one changed is because I reckon that if this one, which was this dog bone one, was so badly unserviceable, cream crackered, knackered, whatever, it would affect that one there. It would put if that had gone, then it would put more stress on this one. So by that reasoning, I asked them to change this one today. Now have a look at this. This is this one here. This is the old one. Now this is a little finger, right? What's this area here? Now I'm just using my little finger to touch this and move it around. That shouldn't. But I bet you a new one doesn't do that. It's practically useless. If I put the whole weight of I can move it like this. Look.
Oh wow.
You know, it's knackered. This one is knackered. Now, I don't know whether it's hydraulic or whatever, but it is certainly not working as it should. It's had it. A new one wouldn't move that much. I'm sure. I mean, it's pointless. It's like having no effect on the car at all. If I can do that with my little finger, it's not working. So I'm very pleased to report that having changed this engine mounting here, the car drives as new, like a new car. I can't make the engine judder anymore. Now, if I was a perfectionist, with extra dough, I would get the other engine mounting changed, one by the gearbox as well. But this is good. This is enough. So, if you've got the same sort of problem, and additionally, there's no vibration in the car, cabin, or whatsoever. None. Zero. It's like having a brand new car. So, if you've got this problem with this engine vibration, you've got a Renault Scenic Phase 3 Mark 3, I would suggest doing it in that order. If you want to change the engine mountings, get the dog bone one changed, because that was clearly shot. Look at that. Well, sorry, wrong one. That was clearly shot. Look, you can see that's obvious. The one underneath the car, get that done, because look at this. I shouldn't be able to move it like that with my fingers, should I? And that bush there, that's clearly had it. And then, if that doesn't cure it, get this one changed. Also, I mean, you can check down here with the gearbox mounting. That might be something to change as well. But for me, on this occasion, on this car, changing that thing was enough to put everything right. Don't forget as well, is that with these engine mountings, you could have, don't forget these are all bolted in, you could have a situation where a bolt has snapped, or the housing that holds the mounting has broken, so it's moving apart like that some way. But an experienced mechanic will be able to check that for you. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as in my case. I could otherwise just change a bolt, that's it. I had to buy new engine mountings, but I'm glad I did and persevered with this, because it's a delight to drive now. The Renault Scenic 3 is back. Back how it used to be, back how it should drive. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. I've got some more DIYs down here. I've got some cooking, because I cook up here. I've got some quick tips and stuff up our top left hand side, and if you want to subscribe, it's down here. So until next time.